the next thing is now physics. To me, almost every theories in physics are fundamentally like interrelated. For example, charge. If that charge is at rest, we can say electrostatic. We go into the electrostatic field, right? If that charge is in motion, then we go into electricity. Like again, electricity is linked with magnetism, right? So again, we have magnetism. If you combine electricity and magnetism, then we have electromagnetism. Like now again in electricity we have AC and DC current like that. Everything these topics are like interrelated. So if you have this, if you know this, like if you systemize your topics, then you can learn better. Like these things will get simpler if you systemize your topics. Okay, and then method based on visual imaginary. Sorry. That means, in physics, like many topics deal with things like which are not physical. Like for example, like particles, those are not cannot be visible to our eyes. Like these are kind of like invisible. So we need to have visualization. When we deal with atom, we shouldn't think that big object as what we used to think. We have to understand, we have preconceptual that we are now in the world, subatomic world. That means, everything has to be dealt with subatomics. That means you have to visualize yourself so that, you can, later you can like, most of the people, many students, they get stuck in physics because, they used to think that physics is everything that they see around the nature. Many like concepts in physics are not like they are kind of like, non-intuitive, like kind of, for example, electricity, magnetism, we cannot see, but we can just see the effects of electricity and magnetism, but we can see the subplace, the main kind of source, main kind of particle like that. So that means you need to have a visionary, visual imaginary. And also diagram, flashcard, notebook. That means, you need to if possible, then you can write a diagram on any topic. And also you can make a flashcard so that every time, on the back of paper, you just write the definition, and then you can later, cover up, when you see the topic, then you can, create yourself definitions inside your mind, so that, you can, keep in touch with the fundamental concepts. And then also notebook. This is very common in TCVs, right? Keeping notebook. Also, method based on acronyms and mnemonics. I cannot spell it well. That means, we used to make we used to planets, for 9 planets we have short from my very educated mother just showed 9 planets, this kind of acronyms. So this is also very helpful in physics, learning physics, right? Method based on time management. So this is the this is actually not directly related to the studying techniques, but it's very important. It includes method based on time management, organization, and lifestyle changes. That means boosting motivation. Boosting motivation includes you have to know your goals. If you know your goals, then you can boost your motivation. Now I can do it and I can achieve that. That means boosting motivation, right? Also avoiding procrastination. This is very common in our Tibetan society. We used to procrastinate, we do not do on time. So we have to avoid this kind of habit. Also improvements to sleep and diet. This is very important, and all of you should come in on this third one. This is very important. We need to have proper sleep and diet, so that our mind can our brain can work better. During the exam we used to used to burn midnight oil, and on the exam we cannot think properly. That's due to our lack of sleep, proper sleep and diet. So the last topic is time management. I think the time management is very essential for all of us. So that's why I just I just thought of stressing on this topic. Time management in study session aims to ensure that means whatever you do, that's whatever time you spend, that's brings you the most fruitful result. This kind of thing is time management. In here, I got it from Google, and it's they have written about green, ample, red. Now you can write like that. If you are let's say you are learning one subject like electricity, and there are some concepts which are very difficult to grasp, and there are some concepts which can easily be easily be studied, and there are some concepts which are kind of medium. So you have to label like green, amper, red. Green means topic to be studied first. Then this is your first priority, and so you can study it first. Yeah, that means also important and simple, also simple. And amper means topics to be studied next. Like it is important, but it's time consuming. So, and the last one is lowest priority, complex and not vital. That means, you know, now when you, so this will help you to manage your time so that, you know, those topics which are red labels, you cannot, like, if you do not get time, then you don't need to spend time. So you have to give first priority to green, and then amper, and then red, like that. So this is kind of like a GIS introduction on time management. If you want to learn in detail, then you can just interact and have an informal discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalden. It was a very interesting presentation, and it was very well presented. Do you have questions to Kalden? No questions, is that true? Okay.